The musical creativity of the English extreme band Cradle of Filth, founded in 1991 in Suffolk, became a combination of black, gothic and symphonic metal genres and was reflected in the concept albums Dust and Her Embrace, Vempire, Dark Faerytales and Phallustein, Midian, and Damnation and A Day. And the stage image and satanic makeup glorified the group on alternative television channels and were remembered for their outstanding performances at Shigit, Download and Ozfest. The story of Cradle of Filth in Suffolk began at the initiative of British vocalist Daniel Lloyd Davy, who appeared in such bands as Carnival Fruitcake, G8, Feast on Excrement and the Lemon Grove Kids, and later became famous under the pseudonym Dani Fils. In 1991, the musician, inspired by articles in the alternative edition of Metal Hammer, decided to form his own team, Cradle of Filth, or Cradle of Filth. Together with like-minded people, the founder of the band released 3 demos and, fulfilling a contract signed with the studio Tombstone Records, recorded Gothic, a full-length debut album. However, it so happened that the group could not buy these tracks after the bankruptcy of the company that released them, and according to an agreement with the producers of Cacophonous, 1994 is considered the first official release. By this time, the lineup of Cradle of Filth had changed. The vocals are now performed by Dani Filth and Lindsay Schoolcraft, and the instruments are played by Marek Smerda, Martin Shakopka, Richard Shaw and Daniel Fils. In 1994, Cradle of Filth recorded their debut album The Principle of Evil Made Flesh, which, due to the negligence of the producers, went unnoticed and did not become popular. Therefore, after a second attempt to collaborate with Cacophonous and the release of the EP, Vempire, Dark Faerytales and Phallustein, the group began litigation and eventually broke the signed contract. During the year, the musicians were looking for a new recording studio and soon began collaborating with an English indie label that oversaw rock and metal. In 1996 they resumed work on Dust and Her Embrace. The album was well received by alternative critics and spawned a massive European tour, after which the members were called sick and abusive by the Vatican and other cultures. This increased the popularity of the team, and in 1998 they appeared in a BBC documentary, and then, inspired by the legend of the crimes of Elizabeth Bathory, Cradle of Filth composed the music and released the CD, Cruelty and the Beast. After the release, which, in addition to the songs, contained the lyrics read by Ingrid Pitt, the star of the film, Countess Dracula, the disc took 48th place in the official UK charts and a few months later got into the list of Karen. In 2003, with the release of their second concept album, Midian, based on Clive Barker's collection of stories, The Tribe of Darkness, the band toured the United States of America, where they presented their first video, which impressed with the bloody scenes and was included in the DVD, Pandemonium and the full-length film Cradle of Fear. Soon after that, Cradle of Filth's discography was replenished with Damnation and A Day based on John Milton's Paradise Lost and the musical experiment Nymphetamine. In the mid-Gardes, Nymphetamine appeared as a reflection of the Cthulhu myths, and Godspeed on the Devil's Thunder with the story of Bluebeard as Gilles de Race. In the 2010s, the band played hundreds of shows called Horror, Madness and Perverse Sex shows and recorded albums Darkly, Venus Aversa, The Manticore and Other Horrors, Hammer of the Witches and Midnight in the Labyrinth, which, judging by the interview with Dani Filth, like the musicians themselves and, having entered the charts, continued to set rhythm. In 2017, Cradle of Filth released its 12th studio album, Cryptoriana, The Seductiveness of Decay, and embarked on a full-scale world tour a few months later. And in 2019, along with photos from past performances in the group's Instagram, a new concert schedule appeared, which separately noted participation in the summer festival in Wacken and Legends of Rock with the bands Apocalyptica, Illuviti, Lacuna Coil and Dark Moor. Thank you very much for watching this video to the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And share this video with your friends.
Smartwatch is not only a decoration or an element of an outfit, but also a personal assistant that makes life easier and motivates you to do sports. Smartwatches can help reduce the amount of unnecessary body movement. And you don't have to take your smartphone out of your pocket while driving or in a subway car to see who is calling you or who sent you a message on Twitter or Facebook. With this gadget, you will not miss an important call or reminder. You will be able to switch a music track on the smartphone player. And this is not all the useful features of a smartwatch. They are able to show the time, read your SMS messages, monitor your health, motivate you to play sports, and wake you up in the morning with care. No wonder these watches are called smart. We understand in detail what these modern gadgets have learned and what they can help us with. To be punctual. The watch is first of all about the time. However, the smartwatch screen is turned off most of the time to save power. Many watches have